What's up, everybody? We're back at it again with another break. This time we got Pokemon ME02 Phantasmal Flames Booster Box 2 box number 10. Pick your energy. I'm gonna get this shared over the Facebook group, tag everybody, and hopefully pull that SIR Charizard that makes this set so desirable. Thank you guys all for buying in. We have one more Pokemon break on the site right now with 4 spots. Don't miss out if you're interested. 30% off is crazy on Pokemon. Use code KEEPGOING for 30% off all breaks site-wide. 3 spots left on Immaculate Football. That is a gorgeous set. All right, just about to tag everybody. Booyah. Almost done tagging everybody. Boom. Everybody should be tagged. All right, guys, let's get into it. Should have an SIR in about 70% of boxes. One of the ones in the last break didn't have it. This is a fresh case we just ripped today. So hopefully we're looking to see that Dawn SIR, the Golden Charizard SIR, the Rotom, the Mega Sharpedo. There's some nasty secret illustration rares. There's also some chase illustration rares with the Meowth, the Piplup, and more. It's a nasty set. Flames is a great way to describe it. So let's see if we can pull that Charizard or more. Empty box. Good luck, everybody. Thank you for buying in. Now let's see if we can score ourselves something nasty. I pulled the big Charizard Chase SIR. This first pack is going to Timothy Mortensen. Tim, good luck, brother. What's up, Karina? You did buy into this break. You got grass. Let's hope we can pull each and every one of you something nasty. Fire Breather, that's going to be me when I'm pulling heat. Gliscor, almost said Gar. Dugong. And Toxtricity. Nothing heat in the first one, but again, you gotta let us preheat and thaw before we can cook. Now that's just kitchen etiquette. All right, dude. Don't make the mistake of flipping those cards. I don't want people stealing the codes. Fighting. Everybody was kung fu fighting. We got Mischievous, Duraludon. Hey, Godzilla. I know that guy. Carvana, not the car company. Grimsley's Move. Oh, cards all creamy. I can't not say that joke. Haunter, Gloom. Lanoon, and hey, Mega Gengar EX. Our first EX being a Gengar. If you get an EX, you want it to be Gengar or Charizard in this set. Nothing in between. We knew before the set came out that Nintendo would spruce up the Megas for the EXs, but we did not know they would look quite this good. Congratulations to Jim Baker getting that one. I always want everybody to pull minimum an EX when I do this. You know, it'd be cool if everyone get a full art grass. This one's going to Karina. Let's see if we can get you something live, girl. Smeargle, Togedemaru, or Caladon. Dude's a monster in the rain. Jumbo Ice Cream, Granbull. Dude, I pulled 2 Jumbo Ice Cream back to back in a pack earlier today. It was an error. It was nuts. Yamper, Granbull, and ooh, Miss Magius EX on the full art teal and pink texture. Should get 3 of those a box or so. Nasty. It's a gorgeous looking full art. Goodness gracious, congrats. A lot of pink in that pack, I noticed. Booyah for being there live. Not kidding. Still, congratulations. That's a nasty one off rip. Sick, nasty. Again, I'm really wanting to pull that Dawn. I haven't seen. I pulled the Chase Charizard, but not the Dawn. That's nuts. Tim getting this one. Getting that Psychic spot. Psychic is my favorite type besides Ice, but Ice and Dragon don't have card equivalents, so I mean Water, I guess you could say. Sarah Ledge is sick. Flygon A getting a rares or reverse, never a bad thing. Oh, dude! The Piplup Chase illustration rare? Nasty. It's this one or the Meowth or the illustration rares you want from the entire set. That is a gorgeous looking card. Tim, congrats, dude. That is sick, dude. Holy crap. It's that of the Meowth, and I think I prefer the Meowth, but they're both... There's a reason they're the two chases, dude. Got Dawn and a Piplup in this set. It's like Gen 4 all over again. That is nasty. Congrats, Tim. That is sick. Least I've ever cared about a Genesect card. And I love Genesect, but I mean, for that pack, oh, that is literally the Chase IR. Not the Chase SIR, of course. That's the Charizard. I haven't pulled the gold Charizard. I have pulled the black one, though. Metal, this one's going out to Garrett Payne. Let's bring the pain, Garrett. Mischievous, Duraludon looking like Godzilla. Brambleghast, I like Bramblin a lot, concept-wise especially. Charmander, if you're going to get a reverse, get a Charmander. Your illustration rare is Seal, I tried. And Moltres. Get out of here, you rubber chicken. Want to see Charizard. Not that uncooked bird. Lady, you are very welcome. Fire. This one's going out to Jason. Jason, let's pull you some Phantasmal Fire. Fire Breather, hey, in character, very apropos. Arcalodon, Nimble, okay, Jack. Candlestick, Sacred Charm, and Genesect. Genesect, again, take the hint, buddy. We like you, but just not for this. Hey, dude, you already got literally the Chase IR. Did you already see the Piplup I pulled you? Now, if not, I'll show you. You literally got the Chase IR in the entire set. Not an SIR yet, but that was nasty. Dark, this is going out to Tim. Charmeleon, Swinub, Milcery, Krokorok, Honchkrow, Wondrous Patch, Granbull, a lot of pinks, Trapinch, Togedemaru, and, ooh, Mega Sharpedo EX, looking gorgeous. Those texture, dude, nasty. Camera looks better, so I can actually show how nasty those textures are. Hey, Dark. Again, they're sticking with their element today. I don't really know what's going on. Tim, I hope to pull you that Dawn SIR. It's my favorite one of the set. Yes, I know I'd rather pull the Charizard because it's like hundreds, but the Dawn is so cool. Congrats on the Mega Sharpedo. Not yet. Well, dude, peep this. In your Psychic slot, you got literally the Chase IR in the entire set. The Piplup. It's the Piplup or the Meowth for an IR. That is a gorgeous card. Beautiful, dude. They even got spot foiling on the eyeball. Nah, dude, I got you right here. Gorgeous. It's pretty hype when I pulled it, though. Feel free. So don't worry. You're off to a good start, brother. Water, this one's going to Tim as well. Dude, I'd love to pull you your first SIR. Be sick. This is a great set for SIRs. You want that Sharpedo. We pulled the Lopunny in the first one. Vileplume. Hey, rare reverse. Hey, dude, another illustration rare. One of my favorites in the set. It's just an adorable card, dude. That's nasty. And Zacian. Getting 2 IRs already? Nasty, bro. Of course, dude. I got you, Tim. Yeah, if anyone ever wants to see the cards they pulled so far and they're like joining live, feel free, dude. I'm always down to talk and everything. Boom. Dude, nasty. Already getting 2? That is what... Oh, put that in Psychic. My bad. Same guy. My bad. I got confused. Zacian, you're sick. Get out of here, Sword Dog. Booyah. Now we're making a splash with water. Tim, this break's going a lot more your way than the last one was already. I can tell you that. Psychic, you've been about 3 big hits so far, and you got 2 of them. This one's also going to Tim. Zigzagoon, love that Trash Panda. Prinplup, Bronzong, Grimsley's Move, Paldean and Tauros, love those regionals. Palmy, Piplup, and... Ooh, Full Art Fire Breather? What is the first... Dude, it's like the first half of this box. That's nuts. Full Art Trainer Fire Breather. Good Lord. Congrats. We've already got 2 Full Arts and 2 IRs? Sheesh. Fire Breather is... Yeah, that's a good way to describe this. Holy crap. Thank you, lady. I think I pull amazing. I'd like to pull even better for you guys. But still, this has been off to a good start so far. Congrats on that Fire Breather Full Art. We should have... If we don't get an SIR, maybe 1 more Full Art and 2 more IRs. Or an SIR would be nasty. Fighting. Going to Jim Baker. Jim, let's cook you up something nice. There we go. Zigzagoon, Wondrous Patch, Seviper, Low Kicks, Lombre on your reverse, your second. Fire Breather, and Pomade. All right. That's okay, that's okay. Just gotta evolve our pulls. And guys, remember, if you're like, oh man, a lot of the hits have already been pulled in this box. That's why we do 2 boxes, baby. Yeah, dude, these cards are beautiful. Again, that's the reason I fell in love with Pokemon. All of the rares, EXs, full arts, and illustration rares, they look like it, dude. The texture they use on these cards is amazing. Charcadet, I just love that Pokemon. Jumbo Ice Cream, and Reshiram. Still cool Pokemon. That's the first Lightning we got thus far? It's nuts. All right. Dude, the packs in Phantasmal feel like a little bit more tough to open than usual, I will say. Dark, this is going to Tim. Trapinch, Zigzagoon, Prinplup, Sableye, Punk Helmet, Seviper, Cresselia, gorgeous Pokemon. Palmy, let's get an SIR. Bronzor, that's just makeup. And Flygon, super cool Pokemon. His first ever IR is in this set. That's pretty cool. Keep it going. If we're going to get another full art, I want to see that full art Mega Charizard X. That one's nasty. It shows Charizard evolving into Mega Charizard X. That one's disgusting. Garrett Payne, let's hook you up with something. Nice. Toxel. Don't know why they drew him in a diaper, but I digress. Meloetta. Low Kicks. Okay, that's a sick Pokemon. Blowtorch and Ambipom. A lot of silver in that pack. No gold. Looking for that. That gold Charizard is disgusting. If you guys haven't seen it, we want the gold Charizard or the black Charizard. Either would be filthy water. This one's going to Tim. Come on, Tim. Snubble. Murkrow. Dawn. Dude, adorable. We haven't pulled the Dawn full art once. Even just the full art, let alone the SIR. Toxel. Bramblin. I love that. Bramblin, Stamblin, Ramblin, and Moltres. All right. Dude, we hit a lot of our hits real early in this box. I don't know what was going on. That was nuts. Fighting Jim Baker. Hardly bake, let alone her. Anyway, Charcadet, Honchkrow. Grimsley's move, he's actually based off Honchkrow, you can tell. Gliscor. Darmanitan, not Galarian. Suicune, and Palmot. Palmot, also good to use taking the hint a little bit. Oh my gosh, Fighting already has like 1 or 2 Palmots. That's nuts. Jim, you're going to pull a rare that's not a Palmot, I promise. Grass, this one's going to Karina, Darumaka, Bronzor, Dugong, Ghastly, Jumbo Ice Cream, Ludicolo, Bramblegast, Murkrow as your first reverse. You almost can't even tell in the dark that they are reversed sometimes. Zigzagoon, and hey, Mega Heracross EX. Dude, if you're going to get an EX, you want it to be Mega. That is sick. Congratulations, Karina. They're just gorgeous, dude. They're just gorgeous. They even made the base EXs look so cool in this set. Cannot complain. All right, let's get it. I'm not gonna dox the code cards like I did last time. Psychic. This one's going to Tiem. Absol. All right, Batman. Swinub. Snubble. Apom. The Apom IR is also really adorable. It's Ambipom, but still. Wigglytuff. Trapinch. I'm gonna do the rare first. I'm gonna spruce it up. Vileplume. And sorry, I tried something, man. Psychic. I was calling it out like I was psychic, you know? Yeah, of course. Lightning is the only one in my Lightning and Fire need to hit. Lightning. Oh, Tim. I want every slot to get at least 1 EX. Again, minimum. It'd be sick if everyone could get a full art, dude. That'd be nuts. Absol. Bramblegast. And hey, Rotom EX. Speaking of Lightning, there is our Resident Motor. Resident Motor Mouth would be Marty Supreme, but booyah. Do not do what the game tells you, and do not mix Lightning with water. You will not get a wash Rotom. It'll be deadly. Boom. Hey, get an EX for Lightning. So the only other one that needs one, what is that? Metal for Garrett Payne and Fire for Jason. I believe every other one has at least, yes. Yes. All right, let's see if we can change that. Dark, Tim, Ghastly. Let's get you your SIR, brother. Nimble, Piloswine, Boltund, Bronzong, Sacred Charm. Very playable, actually. Darmanitan. Dawn, that's literally worth like $3. Ooh, the Flygon. Dude, that one's nasty. His first ever Trainer Gallery illustration rare. This is Flygon's first ever full art card. Literally ever. And he's been in Pokemon for like 18 years as like a fan favorite. So that is a really, really cool one, dude. Flygon collectors are big fans. That's a sick IR. Nasty. Literally the first ever Flygon IR. And Suicune. Dork. Booyah. We can probably get maybe one more full art and one more IR and like one more EX. One of everything if we don't get an SIR in this box. If we do, who knows? Odds are at the window. Yeah, dude, that one's nasty. Metal. Garrett. Dude, the Flygon's cool. Flygon's one of the coolest Pokemon. People love Flygon. That's why they were hoping for the Mega in the new game. Baneri. Sacred Charm. Darmanitan. Lanoon. Moltres. Get out of here, Fire Chicken. Prinplup. And Toxtricity. Toxtricity's cool. They gave him plenty of love in Sword and Shield, though. I want to see Metal hit. Yeah, dude, Flygon. Flygon's sick. Got, what, 3 IRs so far? Not freaking bad, dude. Not bad at all. Wada. Also, to our boy, Tim, Charmander, Bronzor, Trapinch, Lanoon. It's been a pretty good box so far, because we got, out of the IRs, we got good ones. Carvana. Arcalodon, just a cool Pokemon. And Flygon. There he is, not in his IR. And water. I could see that Flygon increasing in price eventually, just because a lot of people like Flygon, and since it is his first. I mean, it just depends if Flygon will get the treatment Mimikyu and Gengar and so many did, where all their cards become retroactively stupid expensive for no reason. Jim, Absol, Oddish, Seal, Punk Helmet, all creamy. Ceruledge, again, dude, it's such a raw design. Pomo, Cresselia, and Palmot. He evolved right in front of our eyes. How precious. No! It's another... Dude, I'm so sorry. Fighting. Who's got fighting? Jim, brother, you've got 3 or 4 Palmots. We got to change that. It's not a Palmot. Grass. This one's going too. Karina. Krokorok. Jigglypuff. Seal. Adorable. Gloom. Less adorable. Palderan Tauros. Cool. Dawn. Adorable again. Arcalodon. Cool. Come on. Sableye. Piplup, adorable still, and Zacian. Hey, hope you like Zacian. Still a cool Pokemon. All right. Not even halfway through this break, guys. I could genuinely see at least one more, like, full art to SIR in this box. Psychic, so this one's going too. And that Psychic spot has been pretty much the best in this whole case. Charmander, Fire Breather, Honchkrow, Arcalodon. Dude, that guy's a beast in the VGC as well. Ludicolo. Milcery. Hey, Mega Deontay EX. Genuinely a gorgeous card, dude. The way they do the texture and everything on these cards is just... I'll never get over it. Because the EXs, in my opinion, I think they needed to spruce them up a little. And the fact that half of the EXs you can pull in the set are the Megas with texture. Okay, yeah, I think that was a fantastic decision from the Pokemon Company. Let's see an SI. We've been a little low on SIRs in the last couple boxes. Come on. It's about 2/3 of a box should have an SIR. About. Lightning. Timothy Mortensen. There's no official odds. That's why everyone always has to say, like, about. Because a lot of it's anecdotal. Even the people who open 1,000 boxes are like, yeah, this is roughly how many we got. Paldean Tauros. Jigglypuff. And, hey, Mismagius EX. Not too shabby. I think I prefer how the GXs looked. As past, definitely how the level X's looked. But when they introduced the Megas, since they now have texture, I'm like, okay, I finally see. I prefer the EXs to the Vs, though. I got really, really tired of how the Vs looked. Lightning, they just wore thin fast. Oh, yeah. This next one is Grass, going to Karina. Charmeleon, Yamper, adorable. Nimble. Dude, in Japan, you can go to a museum where they have all these little clay ones that they took the photos of for the card. And I went and saw this when I went on my trip to Japan. So cool. Honchkrow, Darmanitan, SIR, come on! Cresselia, and Vileplume. Guys, I try. I just want you guys to pull good. Again, I've pulled every SIR in this entire set. I've opened about 30 boxes of this so far for different streams and things. Fire, this one's going to Jason. There's not been a lot of fire. Goodness, I hope you get something, Jason. You don't even have a top load. Yeah, let's get you an EX minimum. The only SIRs I haven't pulled are the Dawn and the Gold Charizard. I pulled the Black Charizard, but that one's disgusting. Gligar. Grimsley's move, and... Fresh rim. We'll get you some, Jason. We'll get you some. I have a good feeling. Jason, you got Lightning in the last break? It's pretty loaded. That was a good slot. Dark, going 2. Tim, Apom, Pomo, Gloom. I'd love to see the Ambipom IR. It's my favorite besides the Dugong, Mamoswine, and the Meowth, but obviously it's just a game reference. Ludicolo, Duraludon, and Flygon. Tried slow rolling it. I'm not really a slow roll guy. I want to get to it. I did. Yeah, it's one of the coolest things I've ever done in my entire life, baby. It was really cool. Japan was so sick. Metal, Garapan. I know I'm a weeb. I know I like anime and all that stuff, but yes, Japan, it's not overhyped. It is accurately rated. It is so good, dude. It's so cool. A lot of culture shock, though. Charmeleon, definitely worth sleeving. Smeargle, and Genesect. Again, we pulled like 5 packs in a row with like illustration rares and full arts. Which like one in like 8 to 12 packs. So we were like we were going crazy for a bit. Water. This one's going to Tim. Dugong, or Don't Gong, Jigglypuff, Daru, Maka, also not Galarian, Jumbo, Ice Cream. I got literally 2 of these back-to-back in one pack. It was nuts. Wigglytuff, it was on camera. Genesect, always cool getting a rare. All creamy. Come on, come on. Hey, Mega Lopunny EX again. If you're going to get an EX, you want it to be a Mega, so it's textured. No, we did get one Gengar. We didn't get the Charizard EX out of this one yet. It's definitely the best EX to get. Especially playable-wise. Booyah! Nice one there, brother. Whoa. Come on. Let's get one more IR or full art in this box, if not the SIR. SIRs always seem early in the box. I don't know what that is. And that's anecdotal, because I know some people say it's always in like the back, but my experience. Fighting. Come on, Jim. Let's get you something, too. You got that Gengar, but let's get you full art or above. IR or full art. Lanoon. Wigglytuff. Oh, dude! That's the best one in the set. It's the Pallet Town Meowth. This is a reference to the first ever Pokemon game. There's a little stretch of grass outside the starting town, which matches up exactly to that, where you could encounter Meowth at like a 0.1% catch rate or encounter rate. That is such a cool card, dude. I love that one. Besides the Dugong, that's the best IR in the set. So sick. I love that card so much. Congrats, Jim. You hit big. That is probably the best IR in the set. I think also most valuable, too. Besides the Piplup. Nasty. And a Ambipom at the back. Sick. Congrats, dude. Now we just want Fire to hit something. Fire hasn't... Dude, Jason, we're going to get you something. You don't have an EX yet. We got to get you something, brother. And Metal? Bro! It's okay. We have a whole nother box left. Why am I sweating? We'll hook you guys up. Don't worry. Let's get a full art. Grass. Karina. Boltund. Baneri. Togedemaru. Vibrava. Sacred Charm, Darmanitan, Lanoon, Boltund, Piloswine, big ol' Piloswine, ew, and Palmot. Dang. Getting a little too much Palmot for one box. Goodness. Palmot's cute. He ain't that cute. You ain't Pikachu, buddy. It's crazy. Pikachu might be one of the most recognizable characters worldwide, Jason. Okay, let's get you a minimum EX, dude. Yeah, Fire, dude. One of the first ones we ever did, I think it was break 2 of this. It was literally the Charizard X. The one that everyone wants, the like $500+ one. Ceruledge, Meloetta, and Moltres. Bro, you gotta get an EX at some point. Brother. But yeah, Fire has been known to, when it hits, oh my gosh. It almost feels like the Charizard picks Fire more than anything else. I know because we associated with that, so we noticed. Tim. But it really does feel like it, dude. I want to see one of those Charizards. Even the full art. Oh, guys, it's so nice. Paldean-Tauros. Lotad. Punk Helmet. And Vileplume. All right. Let's end on at least an EX. Or SIR. You know, why not go the full way? And again, full another booster box. Dark. Tim. Come on. Dude, I really think it would be sick to hit you first SIR. They used to be called alternate arts. They're a little bit more common than they used to be, but still not that common. Palmot, Baneri, and Zacian. Even more so than Price. Just saying, like, you pulled one, you got one in a break. It's so cool, dude. I got the old Umbreon back before it, like, inflated to, like, $800, then $2,000. I already sold mine. That was nuts. Metal, Garrett Payne. Garrett. And us. Good. And we're only halfway through. Charmander, Nimble. Name it Jack or Candlestick for good luck. Ludicolo, Darumaka, Mischievous, and Oricorio. Hey, ending on a hit. Hey, you got your first top, though. Not bad, not bad. EX is better than nothing. For sure. Got the Flamenco form Oricorio, which is the fire one, not the psychic or fairy. All right, halfway through. Let's get it. Good luck, everybody. No SIR? Brother. I know you're supposed to get like 3 in a case of 6, but like, come on, we've been hitting above odds lately. So this better be an SIR, and it better be the Gold Zard. That'd be nuts, dude. All right, let's do right stack first. We'll go 1 stack. Empty box. Shout out Porygon, the best Pokemon ever made. Real and true. All right. Good luck, everybody. Lightning. Going to Tim. SIR first pack. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Haunter. Battle Cage. Grand Bull. Not very grand. A. Rare. Grimsley's move and Genocide. Dang. That's okay. That's okay. You got your dud. You got your dud for the box out the way. Now it could be nothing but heat. Is Pikachu. Fire. Yeah, dude, again, up there, like, more than Disney, more than certain superheroes, I think Pikachu might be one of them. Like, you go to, like, a remote village somewhere and they'll know Pikachu. It was nuts. Bronzong, Gligar, Duraludon, and Toxtricity. Bro, I want fire to hit so bad. At least an EX, dude. That's the thing about fire. It's either, like, the best slot you'd ever see. It's like, oh, why didn't I buy fire? And then sometimes it hits like this. Dark. TM, Piplup, Palmo, Charcadet, Absol, Ceruledge, evolved. Seviper, no Zangoose, but it's Seviper. That makes no sense to have half the duo. Yamper, Dawn, like $3. And Moltres. Oh, reverse being worth like $3 is kind of nuts. Let's see the Gengar doesn't have a full art. Let's see the Charizard or Lopunny full art or the Dawn full art. Any of those would be really, really sick. We want to get those big ones that people are chasing, dude. Water. So this one's going to Tim. Tim, let's get one of those big ones. Or that Ambipom IR just because I like it so much. Dawn, Seviper, Granbull, Haunter, Lanoon, and Ambipom. Not a single big hit this box. What we doing, Pokemon? Come on, Nintendo. Come on, Game Freak. Come on, Wizards of the Coast. No, they don't make the cards anymore. Fighting, Jim Baker. Swine Up. I don't know if you guys know this, but a really, really rare old card. So, the company that makes Magic the Gathering cards now, dude, if you have fire in the next break, you have a good chance of getting something pretty good, at least in my experience. Swine Up. Hey! Zacian going to Jim Baker. That is a gorgeous illustration rare. Literally looks like it came out of a painting, dude. That is nasty. Spot foiling on the eyes. Gorgeous. And oh, that's cool. Whoa, that's really cool. That's a sick pack. Congratulations, Jim. That's really cool, dude. That Zacian is particularly gorgeous. Nasty. Yeah, so the company, yeah, the Zacian's pretty. It's a good looking card, dude. The company that makes Magic the Gathering cards now used to make Pokemon cards. Wizards of the Coast. They also, this one's going to Karina, make everything for Dungeons and Dragons, like the books. You don't have it? Jim, if you're interested, Karina might trade you for that Zacian. So if you are interested, let her know. Genesect, Bronzor, and Rotom EX. Not too shabby. What? I'm out of top loaders? Ugh. But yeah, since they made used to make Pokemon cards before Game Freak and the Pokemon Company and Nintendo started printing them in-house and buying their own machines, Wizards of the Coast did it. So there's some really, really cool old era cards that are Pokemon fronts with Magic the Gathering backs. You'll trade for the Zacian? All right, Jim, if you're interested, hit her up. Rotom. Nasty. Congrats, Karina. But yeah, so that's nasty. They're like hundreds of thousands of bucks. There's only a couple of them. There's like a Blastoise and the original Charizard. It was a promo one to prove that they could do it because they were using the same factor. They didn't have the original backs yet. Fire Jason. So there's official like Magic Pokemon hybrid cards that were only supposed to be like test for the factory that got out. They're a couple 100,000. They're so freaking cool. Absol, Zigzagoon, and Reshiram. Dude, fire. I'm rooting for you. I know we're not supposed to be biased, but like I just want everybody to get something, even in EX. Luckily, you hit last time, Jason, which is good, but still. Lightning, Tim, let's get you an SIR. Want to see that gold Charizard? I want to pull that Dawn. That Dawn SIR is gorgeous. Charcadet, Fire Breather. Okay, full art then. Hey, if you're gonna get an EX, you want it to be mega. A hit is a hit. Congratulations on that Mega Heracross EX. And in case anybody doesn't know, just for educational purposes, the difference between an illustration rare and a secret illustration rare is simply texture. That may sound weird, and you're like, oh, sweet, so that makes it that much rarer? Yes, absolutely. So basically, the illustration rare will be like a really, really beautiful full art. It'll have art all the way down the card, but it'll be smooth like a holo or reverse holo. But the secret illustration rare will be textured like a full art card. Go to Garrett Payne for metal. Yet full arts have a very different look. Secret illustration rares will usually be like really artistic and funky and have a unique style to them from a famous artist. Toxel, Baneri, and Vileplume. Okay, this box needs to heat the hell up. I mean, we're 25% through the box. Like, we have plenty left. The one thing about Pokemon that you don't get with, like, a lot of other sets, especially when you're opening sports, Tim, is, like, there will be packs that just have nothing in them. And a big stretch of those. I mean, I guess that's true if you're opening, like, Topps Chrome or, like, Blaster boxes. Nimble. Arcaludon. And... hey! Oricorio EX on the full art. I don't think we've seen that one yet at all in like any of the breaks of this. Maybe once before. That one is nasty. Congrats, Tim. Getting yourself a flamenco full art. I just made up that term, but it sounded good, didn't it? Boom. Congratulations on your full art. Dude, I love the teal outline they did instead of silver like in X and Y and Sun and Moon. They have an actual teal outline. It makes it pop so much more. Nasty. Dark. But see how all the full arts have like a same pattern where it's just the Pokemon outlined in like in a 3D render? But like these SIRs will be like some crazy like painting with texture. That's how to tell. Once you know it's easy. It sounds more daunting than it is. Water. This one's going to Tim. Jigglypuff. We better have an SIR in this box, bro. Carvana, Meloetta, Darmanitan, Sacred Charm, Murkrow, Dugong, and Toxtricity. Come on. Hey, if there's not an SIR in this, that means there's probably going to be one or two in the next one because there's 2 boxes left from the same case. Let's go to Jim Baker. yeah, dude, baseball can be crazy, especially like you're doing an update series or something. Oh my gosh. It should be nothing for like 20 minutes. Palmot, Punk Helmet, and Flygon. Kept it flying at least. And yeah, so they actually consolidate types from the games. Like fighting is composed of rock, ground, and fighting because there's 18 types in the games, or 19 I think with fairy, but only 8 in the cards. Oh. Fire, Jason, Yamper, Vibrava, Bramblin, Dugong, Lanoon, Punk Helmet, Alcremie, Seviper, Apom, and Ambipom. Bro, not what, dude? I'm not gonna mention. I'm not gonna mention. You're gonna hit fire. You're gonna hit. We should have 2 more illustration rares in this box. and that's min odds. Tim, Duraludon, Piloswine, Charmeleon, Milcery, Grimsley's Move, all creamy, Haunter, Moltres. Hey, okay, dude. That is literally, besides the Meowth, the best IR in the set. It's Dugong looking up at Aurora Borealis on the ice caps. That is a freaking gorgeous card, dude. Literally one of my favorite. That's probably the best Dugong card ever printed. That's a 151. That's a Gen 1er. So he's had 30 years of cards. Nasty. I love that card so much. Congrats, Tim. That one's sick. That one looks better in person. That is a gorgeous card, dude. Nasty. And Genesect on the end. Okay, so should get minimum, minimum. We can get higher than that. One more illustration rare, a couple EXs, maybe a full art, and an SIR, obviously, as always, in the rafters. You can always get an SIR, basically. Metal, technically, you can get the gold Charizard and the SIR Charizard in the same box, but the odds are like 1 in 85,000 boxes, so I don't even mention it. Honchkrow, Gloom, Blowtorch, and Moltres. Yeah, that card, dude, I'm telling you, that's one of the best cards in the entire set. That's saying something, because this set is already pretty competitive for how good the cards look. So I'm a big fan. Grass, this one's going to the missus. The lady. Come on. Come on. Darumaka. Suicune. Hey, Mega Sharpedo EX. Again, if you're going to get an EX, you don't want it to be an Oricorio. You don't want it to be Miss Magius. You don't want it to be Empoleon. You want it to be one of the Megas. They'll also hold greater value just because, I mean, Megas are cooler. That's how it works. Booyah. Congrats, Karina. I keep wanting to call you lady because of your username. So my apologies. My apologies. You can tell me what you prefer. If I ever call you guys by, like, a wrong version of your name or I mispronounce your name, just tell me, man. Dark, happy to correct it. Tim, Togedemaru, Palmy, Charcadet, Arcalodon, Wondrous Patch, Gliscor, Honchkrow, Granbull, and Zacian. All right, this marks 75% of the way through the break. No SIR yet is nuts. That makes no sense to me. I'm okay with the Rotom. I'm okay with the Sharpedo at this point. Fire. Jason, you got nothing so far in this break. Let's get you an SIR right here. Right here. Reshiram, nice rare. Not an SIR. Okay, could be a full art then. Hey, okay, you got an EX. That is something. That is the base level hit, but an EX nonetheless. Congratulations on your Empoleon. The Emperor Penguin starter himself. It's cool having a steel starter, I will say. Dude, Gen 4 was on something. I like Gen 4 a lot. Dude, I feel like Gen 4 is the first generation where it's like, I want to pick every single starter. Chimchar's awesome. Dude, Empoleon's awesome. I'm never not going to pick Torterra, though. Turtwig is my boy, dude. Also, that cry is so iconic. And the Gen 4 sound font for DS, come on. Tim. Murkrow, Lombre, Duraludon, Gligar, Cresselia, Haunter, Lokix, Sableye. There you go! Mega Sharpedo EXSIR. That's the case hit, baby. That's what you want. That's an SIR secret illustration rare. Let's go! Nasty. That's a big hitter, baby. And what a gorgeous card, dude. Put special spot foiling texturing on the gills with the eye. Dude, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. That's such a nasty card. Oh my gosh. And there's only like 5 or 6 secret illustration rares in the entire set, and you just got one. Disgusting. Booyah! Congratulations on your Mega Sharpedo EXSIR. Of course, dude. Yeah, your first SIR. Dude, I'm glad to hear it. That's nasty. That is super sick. In my opinion, aesthetically, one of the coolest ones. Like, look at the eye. The foiling on the eye, dude. Ugh. Vile. Okay. We got an SIR in this bag. Vile Plume. I'm sorry. We do not care. We do not care. Congratulations. Nasty. Ugh. That's sick, dude. Dude, you should be. You should. I prefer that one to the Mega Lopunny we pulled in the last break. I like that one a lot. I think besides the Charizards, that's the one you want the most aesthetically. I mean, the Rotom's cool, the Lopunny's cool, Metal, this one's going to Garrett. But I mean, besides the Charizards, the Mega Sharpedo's sick. The Dawn's also cool. Yeah, Karina, that's a nice card. At least I think so. Honchkrow, Flygon, nice rare reverse. All creamy, uncommon reverse. And Flygon Sandwich. Metal. Booyah. Well, congrats, man. That's big. That's seriously sick. Water. Going to Tim. Prinplup. Smeargle. Toxel. Bronzor. Bronzong. I always like when they evolve. Dawn. Seviper. No item needed. No trading needed. Carvana. Wigglytuff. And Suicune. Well, now that we got the IR, or the SIR, odds are going to be a little funky in this box. So technically, less than a 0.1% chance we could have the gold Charizard in this box as well. For it to be both is insane. Psychic, this one's going to Tim. I could see one more full art or one more illustration rare if we're above odds. So it's possible. Maybe even one of both if we're really lucky. An EX or two is definitely also possible. Lotad. There's the Ambipom IR I like, dude. Oh my gosh. Got the Lepa Berry, the Lumberry. Dude. Okay, this is sick. You are popping off. Congratulations, brother. Getting your Ambipom illustration rare. Gorgeous. Dude, that one's just so fun. I like that one a lot. I know who the artist is. Shigenori Nagishi? Cool. I'm not familiar, but I mean, dude. You're on a generational run right now, brother. Congratulations on your Ambipom illustration rare. That one's adorable. I love that card. Zacian. Man, that Psychic slot has been hitting you 3 or 4 IRs already. That is nuts. So that's like all you get in one box. That's insane. Metal. Going to Garrett Payne. Mimikyu. Let's see that Charizard full art. That would be awesome, dude. Granbull. Blowtorch. Wigglytuff. Sandile. Bramblin. And Palmot. Metal on Fire hits something else. Dark, going to Tim. Snubble, Apom, Ghastly, Nimble, Grimsley's Move, Paldean Tauros, Low Kicks. Low Kicks. I don't know why that amuses me so much. I love when that happens. Ambipom, and Mega Lopunny EX. Hey, not too shabby. Still a great looking card. Dude, again, the fact that they even chose to put the effort and have any level of texturing on a base EX is so cool. Really happy they did that. Congrats on that one. Boom. All right. Fire. Still some packs left. As long as there's one sealed pack, there's hope. We could have that 0.1%. That gold Charizard is lurking in here. Boltund. Wondrous Patch. And... hey! Another full art. Dude, we are above odds on this box. Goodness gracious. Congratulations, Jason. Actually hitting a good card illustration rare or full art above. Congrats on your punk helmet. That card is genuinely sick looking. Nasty. Congrats, dude. See if we can get something in metal, like one more bonus IR. Nasty. Seeing everybody get a little something. My min hope is usually everyone getting IR or a full art. Makes it worth it. Fighting. Jim. Boltund. Not Halpert. Let's see what we can do. Crocodile. Meloetta. Darmanitan. Mimikyu. Adorable. And Reshiram. Dude, Mimikyu's backstory is so sad if you know. Ugh. Poor little guy. Poor little dude. Psychic. Going to Tim. Nimble. Piloswine. Apom. Pomo. Arcalodon. And Dizzying Valley. My bad. I got dizzied in the Valley. Crocodile. Prinplup. And Toxtricity. Yeah, they're staying with, like, similar elements, which I've noticed. Dude, some of these packs are, like, made of Vibranium. I swear, dude. Legendary base stat totals. Metal. Okay, Garrett, let's get you something. Let's get you something. Hey, you pulled the worst. Jigglypuff. Jumbo Ice Cream. Gliscor. Turditus. Pomo. Come on. IR. Zacian. EX or full art. And Suicune. It's okay. It's okay. Like I said, as long as there's one pack, and we got a lot more than one pack. We got, what is that? 8 packs left? Something like that. Should be including this one. Grass. This one's going to Karina. Gloom. That's grass. Dugong. Lotad. Meloetta. There's been green in every card here. All right, I spoke too soon. Ghastly. Battle Cage. I was hoping that was that Zacian that you wanted. And Ambipom. Hey, there's still hope. Lock in. Got a Mega Heracross pack art. Did that mean something? Not a lot of those evolving full arts of the Pokemon. Lightning. Tim. Not even a Dawn full art across like multiple cases so far. That's been nuts. I think Blake told me he pulled one off the one break he did. Gliscor. Bronzong. And a Rotom in the electric pack. Very apt. Congratulations, Tim. What's y'all's favorite Rotom? You like Wash Rotom? You like Heat Rotom? You like Mo Rotom? I think Rotom should get one of each type. I really think it'd be a really cool like creative challenge for the team. It's pretty sick. There's got to be more technology they can figure out, dude. Rotom. All right, 6 packs left, including this one. Fire. All right, Jason. Redemption. Boltund. Baneri. Togedemaru. I like the rendering on that steel. Looks like an Alex Ross illustration. Darmanitan. Grimsley's Move. All creamy. Milcery. Aw, Paldean Wooper. What a cute card, dude. I love the regional forms. I love they're getting classic ones, dude. He really looks like an Axolotl this time next to the Pokemon Center from Scarlet and Violet. That's so cool. Okay, Fire made it up in the last little bit. Congratulations there. Palmot again at the end, just to spite. It's okay, we got a full art and an IR. 5 packs left. Good luck, everybody. Thank you for buying in, as always. One more Pokemon break. Sells out soon, like very soon I can break it. Tim, Vibrava, Bramblin, Dugong, Baneri. Worst case, I'll break it tomorrow, because I'm here tomorrow. Lanoon, Honchkrow, Krokorok, looking cool as always. Mamoswine, and... Oh, dude. The only EX that you want to pull, Mega Charizard X EX. I mean, actually, all the Megas are cool. But you know what I mean. The Chase EX Mega Charizard. Boom! Take as many of that as I can physically get in any way, shape, or form. Congrats, Tim. Booyah. Gorgeous. I mean, dude, there's a reason people love Charizard. I mean, he's right here. It's Charizard, dude. All right, 4 packs remaining. Let's get it. Metal going to Garrett Payne, Vibrava, Seal, Oddish, Smeargle, Haunter, Punk Helmet, Cresselia. Well, yeah, dude, the Charizards are always nasty. Snubble and Reshiram. Literally cannot get enough Charizards. Dude, you said you bought some spots in the last one. I hope we can hook you up with a full art. The full art Charizard's like $90 for a full art. It's a gorgeous looking card. It's nasty. Psychic. Darumaka. Price might have changed a bit, but last time I checked. Ghastly. Blowtorch. You know how fickle the Pokemon market can be, dude. It's so volatile. Again, Haunter, I love that. Dizzying Valley. And Flygon. All right. We're down to the penultimate pack of the break. Good luck. Mega Lopunny on the front. If you know the Batman joke, do not say it. All right, come on. Fighting. Jim. Gligar. Palmy. Piplup. Charmander. Lanoon. Lanoon's such a forgettable Pokemon, dude. Shout out if you like Lanoon, but Seviper. Ceruledge, so cool. Bramblegast, and Suicune, part of the legendary dogs. Fighting. Last pack magic, we have a Gengar on the pack art. Sweet, sounds good, man. There's a chance I'll be there. I'll see. Grass, last one is going to Karina. Togedemaru, Palmy, adorable. Charcadet, love the use of momentum in that card. Murkrow, dude, a Kamiya classic. Punk Helmet, pretty usable. Ceruledge, Mega Man, my beloved. Crocodile, just cool colors. Toxtricity, a rare reverse, come on. Zigzagoon, okay, give us at least an EX. Oh my gosh, dude, what? We had 4 full arts in a box? Mega Lopunny EX full art. Shows Lopunny evolving into Mega Lopunny. These are the ones I was talking about that are my favorite. That's nasty. Congratulations. Holy crap, at the finish line? Whoo! That is low odds to get 4 in a box. Wow. Absolutely. Dude, I'll let you know. If you want to know any specifics, I got you. But congratulations, Karina. Dude, closing it out on a bang. That's genuinely sick. All right. Do an order from top to bottom. So that means first is metal. So everything in here is going to Garrett Payne. Garrett, you got an Oricorio EX Flamenco form fire. And that is it. Next up, Jason with the fire slot. Glad everyone got at least an EX. There's some hit. Fire going to Jason. Got an Empoleon EX. Paldean Wooper illustration rare, adorable. And a Punk Helmet full art Pokemon tool. Congrats on your hits. Next up, we have Fighting. Okay, this slot was pretty good, actually. Jim Baker, you kind of made out at the end, dude. Mega Gengar EX, gorgeous EX. Meowth on the... We haven't got to you, Karina. Of course, I got you. Mega Gengar on the EX. Meowth on the illustration rare Chase. That one's so sick in front of Pallet Town. And the Zacian full art painting one. Those are sick. Congratulations on your hits. Next up, Karina, let's see what you got. So everything that is grass all going to Karina. You got a Rotom EX, a Mega Heracross EX Mega, a Mega Sharpedo EX Mega, a Miss Magius EX Full Art, and a Mega Lopunny EX Mega Evolving Full Art. Those are my favorites. The Charizard, that one's nasty. Congrats on all of your hits. Grass did a lot better in this break. Absolutely. Next up, we have Water. Water, unfortunately, did not hit too crazy. We have Mega Lopunny EX Mega. Cool texture. And a Nimble illustration rare. Still a gorgeous illustration rare. I think that one is criminally underrated for the set. Next up, we have Lightning. Yeah, this is a good spot to buy. This is a very good spot to buy. For one reason, we all know what it is. You got a Rotom EX, a Rotom EX Double or Nothing, a Miss Magius EX, a Mega Heracross EX Mega Textured, and Mega Sharpedo EX SIR. Gorgeous. The camera does not do it justice. I cannot wait for you to see this card, dude. Look at it in the light. It is filthy. Congratulations on your hits. Lightning was a spot to buy. Had that SIR. There were other good hits, though. Next up is Dark, also going to Tim. Dark didn't do too bad. Whoa. Dark didn't do too bad either. You got Mega Lopunny EX on the Textured EX. Mega Sharpedo EX on the Textured EX. Mega Charizard X on the Textured EX, Nastiest EX in the set. Oricorio EX on the Full Art Flamenco. And Flygon Illustration Rare. My man Flygon's first ever Illustration Rare, or Galarian Gallery, or Trainer Gallery, any Full Art. That's nasty. And last but not least, Tim as well, cleaning up Psychic. This slot kind of popped off, dude. Yeah, Psychic, I cannot believe how good Psychic did. This is insane, dude. Psh. Yeah, this is nuts. You got Mega Deontay EX on the Mega. Fire Breather Full Art Trainer. Dugong on my favorite Illustration Rare. That's a beautiful card. Ambipom on the Illustration Rare. And Piplup on the Chase Illustration Rare. This and the Meowth are the ones people are after. Nasty. Dude, that... Congrats on your hits, Philly. Yeah, Psychic has been pretty consistent. I've had a couple where it hasn't done well, but overall, I mean, I haven't got an SIR. I think the SIR Rotom was in Psychic as well. All right, thank you guys so much for buying in. Use code KEEPGOING, all caps, one word, for 30% off all breaks on the site. That's the last Pokemon. That's Immaculate Football. That's baseball and everything else. Thank you guys so much for buying in. We're almost through the week. All right. Just a little bit longer, guys. Thank you so much for buying with us. Hope you got some nasty pulls, and hopefully I'll see you in the next break in just a little bit. Deuces, guys.